Now, assuming you came across this question in the Jamb exam, how would you solve it? It says the lower and upper fixed points marked on a mercury in glass thermometer are 210 millimeter apart. The end of the mercury column in the tube is 49 millimeter above the lower fixed point in the room. What is the temperature of the room in degree Celsius? It is a Jamb past question. Now, we need to take note of some keywords, some vital words or some vital figures in this question. They gave us 210 millimeter, they gave us 49 millimeter, and they say we should calculate the temperature in degree Celsius, because you can also calculate temperature in Kelvin. Alright, but in this question, we're asked to calculate it in degree Celsius. Now, first of all, we need to draw this scale. Now, this is called the lower fixed point. Alright, now it is always 0 millimeter. In this question is given in millimeter, some other questions will be given in centimeter, but this particular question is given in millimeter, and this point, it is always 0. Please take note. Now, in this question, they say that the end of the mercury column is the end of the mercury column in the tube is 49 millimeter above the lower fixed point. This is the lower fixed point. Now, they are telling us that the end of it is that is above this lower fixed point is 49 millimeter, and this is it. This is the lower fixed point, and I told you it is 0. It is always 0. Have it at the back of your mind. Above it is 49 millimeter from the question. Now, this is the highest or the upper fixed point, and it's 210 millimeter. That is what we are given in the question. Then we now move to the temperature scale. This is called the steam point. The freezing point. I made a mistake there. It is called the freezing point or the ice point. The point at which maybe let's say a liquid turns to ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Alright? Now, this is the freeze point. Now, this is the boiling point or the steam point. The steam point is 100 degrees Celsius. And we're asked to calculate, this is what we are asked to calculate for. This, we can call, I don't know if we can call it now the midpoint. This midpoint is what we are asked to calculate for. It is not difficult. Just understand how to place this question in this scale. Then you see it is just very, very easy. Now, how do you solve it? You solve it this way. You do 49 minus 0. This 49 minus 0 all over 210 minus 0. 210 minus 0. Please see what I am doing. 49 minus 0 all over 210 minus 0 is equal to, we start from here, c minus 0, that's c minus 0, all over what? 100 minus 0. Can you see that it is not difficult? If you've watched up to this level, please tap the follow button on the screen. Alright? Now we just solve it. Is no longer difficult. 49 minus 0 is 49, all over 210 minus 0 is 210. Is equal to c minus 0 is c, all over 100 minus 0 is 100. What do? You simply cross multiply. Now, I'm going to show you a shortcut because in the Jamb exam, you don't need to waste any time. You just make c the subject. So you'll be having c is equal to 49 times 100, 49 times 100 all over 210. I just multiplied 49 by 100 divided by this. If I cross multiply, it will still be the same thing. But because we don't have that time in the Jamb exam, we just multiply 49 times 100, you divide by this. That's what I did. Now 49 times 100 will give you 4,900, and 4,900 divided by 210 should give you 4,900 divided this 0, we cancel this 0, 490 divided by 21, I think it should give you 23.3 degrees Celsius. Because they asked us to calculate for the temperature, right? The temperature in the room at degrees Celsius. That is why the answer is 23.3 degrees Celsius. This is how you solve question when you are asked to, or when you are giving questions under calculations on thermometer. First of all, you need to understand the steam point. And you need to also understand what we call the lower fixed point. There's the lower fixed point. I told you it is always 0 millimeter or 0 centimeter, depending on the question. Now you'll be given the point above the lower fixed point, and you also be given the upper fixed point. So you know where to place it on the scale. It is not difficult. I'm also going to solve more practice question on this. Thank you very much.